I was scrolling through a forum when I saw a post from my 7-year-old son. Dad and I both don't like mom, but we don't want to hurt her. How can we make her leave us on her own? I replied anonymously. Tell her she's not as beautiful and kind as other women. Then give the soup she makes for you to another woman. That'll do it. Tim, what a coincidence. We've already done all that. But mom doesn't get angry at all. I'm afraid she'll stick with us forever. I smiled. Mom doesn't get angry because she doesn't love you anymore. I guarantee you, when you go home now, she'll already be gone. Ethan seemed angry. You're talking nonsense. Your mom doesn't love you. Liar. I'll tell my dad to teach you a lesson. Looking at the childish tone in his words, I was quite surprised. Since he was 5, Ethan had been just like his father Michael, always with a cold little face, not much of a talker. If I didn't recognize his account, I wouldn't have been sure it was him. What? Don't you want your mom to leave? I said this, and now you don't like hearing it? I remembered how he ignored me while being sweet and obedient to another woman. Clearly, he really hated me as his mother. So after I left, he should be happy. After your mom leaves, you and your dad can be with the woman you like. Isn't that great? I typed these 2 lines with a calm heart. I should have accepted this long ago. Michael couldn't forget his childhood sweetheart. Ethan had always worshipped Michael and learned from him, so he also liked that woman. Michael and Ethan, big ice block and little ice block. I thought they were cut from the same cloth, neither capable of love. Just last night, when I was making soup, I accidentally burned my foot, and I treated the wound myself. When Michael and Ethan came home, they both saw the injury on my foot, but neither said a word of concern. One went into his study to work. The other sat on the floor building his remaining Legos. Right then, the hospital called saying Michael's childhood sweetheart had been in a car accident. That phone call was like throwing a stone into a calm lake. The father and son immediately dropped what they were doing. Before leaving, they even took the soup I had made for them, said they wanted to give it to that woman. I couldn't take it anymore and threw a cup. I demanded, who exactly is your family? But unexpectedly, all I got was a cold response. Michael made a phone call and hired a caregiver to look after me. Ethan kept his little face cold, not planning to speak, but I was pathetic. I reached out to him. Ethan, stay here and keep mommy company, okay? Ethan didn't move. After a long while, he finally spoke coldly. If you were the one in the hospital today, Aunt Sophia would definitely tell us to take good care of you. She's beautiful and kind, not like you. After saying that, the father and son left without looking back. Watching their retreating figures, I didn't become hysterical. I just suddenly felt this marriage was meaningless. So I left. If Michael and Ethan discovered I had already left, they would definitely be happy. My phone rang again at this moment. Ethan replied to me, what's so good about that? Even though I really like Aunt Sophia, mom would never let Aunt Sophia marry dad. She would never sacrifice herself to make us happy. I pulled at the corner of my mouth. I knew it. As long as I left, both father and son would be happy. Right after that, he replied again. My dad told me she loves dad to death. You can't drive her away even if you tried. Can't drive her away even if you tried. I didn't know what to feel. After a while, Ethan seemed to treat me like a diary, starting to ramble. This was the first time I learned my 7-year-old son was so chatty. Actually, I was just asking randomly. I didn't really want her to leave dad and me. Even though Aunt Sophia is gentle and kind, it feels like something's missing. Today is dad's birthday. She definitely prepared a big meal. Too bad dad and I won't go home easily. Who told her to be so mean last night? So targeting Aunt Sophia, and Aunt Sophia even praised her soup. But dad said, as long as she calls us, we'll go back. I think we should wait for the 3rd call before going. What do you think? Looking at the long string of replies, I couldn't suppress a cold smile. I think you won't wait for even 1 phone call. Don't you have a mother's love? I stared blankly at the phone reply. This was Ethan's innocent question. Yeah, so what? I just think you're as pitiful as my mom. You bully me because no mother taught you. My mom bullies Aunt Sophia because no mother taught her. The childish voice was like sharp young grass, accidentally piercing my